Alright, what's up boys and girls? In this video we're going to be taking a look at some of the clips that turned me into the detractor that I am now. I guess it's as close to an origin story as you can get. Like a lot of you, I had never heard about Phil until the Down the Rabbit Hole video, and then I literally fell down the rabbit hole. Somehow, I never even heard of the guy, even when he beat off on stream. Or maybe I just blocked that out of my mind. But these are the clips that I saw, and I just couldn't believe he was really acting like this and not just some fake persona. I numbered them 1 through 5, and we're going to start with number 5, so we're working our way backwards. This is one of the first times I came across DSP, and, well, some of you will recognize the video as soon as you see it. But if you haven't, what would you think if you turned on the stream for the first time and this is what you saw? A less a fucking a go.
Shadow X222, are you a functional retard? I have to ask. Because not only are you banned from my chat, but he goes, I can't believe it. Is this guy faking it? Did you not see full screen? The guy does random super. I just hold back. Whole super hits me. And then it has a network error. You're going to blame me? You're a fucking idiot. You're the fucking idiot. Seriously. Seriously, how can any fucking idiot say this game is good?
Ready.
Aren't you watching?
Fight.
This game sucks. It doesn't block, and it fucking skips shit all the time. Scrub fucking Central. Scrub Central garbage gameplay and garbage ass fucking game. Terrible game. Terrible. Yeah, you got outplayed. No, you suck my dick. I know exactly what to do, and it doesn't fucking do it. That's not being outplayed. That's the game sucks online. Complete garbage. Absolute garbage. This guy fucking sucks my dick. Doubt Complex, you suck my dick. You suck my dick. You are terrible. All you did was the same shit over and over, and I couldn't ever block. When I attacked, it rolled back the animation on the screen. The connection is shit, you're shit. You probably don't even know how to block basic attacks. You're one of these online fucking scrubs. Fuck you. Well, if you saw nothing, you're blind or you're an idiot. So let's see. Ban this idiot. Go ahead, keep saying it. Ban this idiot. Goodbye. Connection was good. Nope. Sorry, you're banned. You're a complete liar. You're gone. Every idiot. Here we go. Every idiot who says that was a good connection is gone. So keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Every time I press a button, it shows it hitting and it rolls it back. Good connection. You're gone.
That ass band, you bitch ass fucking drone.
Wow, now I can't click, of course. Nothing's working. Yeah, my stream chat's not even working. Yeah, I can't. I'll give up because I can't even click on the screen anymore. My stream chat crashed.
No one is
Idiots.
Alright, and shout out to David Davidson for that clip. That's an OG detractor right there. Big ups, homie. And look at that little punk ass bitch pop up at the end. I'll ban him for you, Phil. Yeah, this clown was so eager to be up DSP's ass. Not only did he go broke for the guy, only for DSP to bankrupt himself, by the way, but he has to immediately shield him after he gets his ass kicked. I guess that's why DSP threw his ass under the bus at the end of the day. Dude got what he deserved. But back to the beginning of it. So that was September of 2017, and I'm not going to repeat a lot of the shit he was saying, but I remember seeing this clip very early on after I watched the Down the Rabbit Hole video. And all I could remember thinking is that if I ever caught this dude out in public, I would put him to the test. But that was a long time ago, and before I knew a whole lot about him and just what type of coward he really is. It's also funny how he's claimed that he's changed and he doesn't act the way he used to anymore. But look at him this past Friday night during Street Fighter. Look at the way he was acting and talking about Jose and Goji tanks. You know, outside of a few choice words he doesn't use anymore, this is exactly how he still acts. Sore fucking loser, tons of excuses, nothing is ever his fault, and trash talking people that he can't beat, by the way. It's fucking pathetic, man. And look at that. He gets his ass beat and immediately starts banning people that even criticize him. Gee, Phil, tell us again how it's the troll's fault that everyone hates you nowadays, dumbass. So that's how we start off. All right, the next clip is kind of hard to hear. I maxed out the volume as much as I could. This was even before my time, but I remember coming across this early on and thinking to myself, this dude's a fucking piece of trash, man. And you'll hear what it is, you'll know what it is when he says it, and, well, I'm sure some of you will remember this.
Yeah, how you doing, Be Awesome One over in Europe? How you doing? I have your name and address, so, you know, any day that I feel like making a trip across the pond, I'll come see you. It's really smart doing those false copyright claims against me and giving me your IP on my website. It was very smart.
All right, and I decided against using the first like 30 seconds of the clip because it's almost impossible to hear what these guys are saying. But I will have all the links to the videos that I used in the description, so you'll be able to check them out. But essentially, Phil's doing a co-op, right? And he's in there with his little butt buddies, his fucking mods, whoever he's with. And they're saying that Be Awesome One is messaging them, talking shit, essentially. And so Big Tough Phil comes on when he hears it, and obviously you heard what he said. But again, this was before my time, but I specifically remember seeing this clip in 2017, and I was like, what the fuck, man? And if you bring this up to Phil now, he'd probably deny it and say it was a setup by Be Awesome One to dox himself and make Phil out to be the bad guy. Exactly like he did with PW Dubs. Don't forget about that shit. He said PW Dubs heinously set him up by sending a copy of his driver's license and then reported him for sharing the picture. And I covered that clip in To Catch a Pay Pig where I went over PW Dubs in case you're interested. But it also shows that his forums are indeed a honeypot where he can see IP addresses and whatever other info you use to sign up there. But again, bring it up to him and it's just troll bullshit. So it was before my time, but just another reason why I started to really, really dislike this fucking guy. So we're going to go into the next clip here, and we get a chance to praise be the Almighty. This is a clip that doesn't get talked about a lot, but it's one of the ones that I saw early on as well, and, well, you'll see it. And I'm sure you've seen it before, but again, it just doesn't get talked about a lot. So let's see what we got.
The Snake tipped me $1. It's funny how Almighty Tevin is streaming your stream and he has 1,000 viewers. It's not funny, it's illegal. It's not funny, it's illegal. It's also funny that everyone on his stream is a toxic piece of crap. And hilarious that I do this for a living, right? And I make way more money than Tevin, even though I have way less viewers. Let's think about that for a second. Let's really think about that for a second. Think about who's actually has quality followers and who's just a bunch of dumb fuck kids who are just doing illegal shit and trolling and shit, you know. Two completely different kinds of audiences. I will forever love my audience over that kind of audience. Stupid, toxic, immature shit. Hoopster says, I hate when people don't want to help build a community, but instead destroy what other people have built. That's correct. And it's funny because, again, there's so many people who all they do is bring down others, yet they wouldn't exist if those others weren't successful in the fucking first place. You know what I mean? Like, I have 1,000 people on my stream making fun of someone. Yeah, but if that person wasn't successful, you wouldn't exist. You're a professional ass, basically. All you do is talk shit about people. How is that any fucking value? And why do you think you have so many immature fucking people on your stream constantly? And you could never hold an intelligent fucking conversation if you wanted to, because the collective IQ in there is probably about -77. You know, it's like a vacuum of fucking stupidity. I would never want to do that. I want to be someone creative who creates something positive and fun. I don't want to be someone who's always focused on toxic shit. But, you know, some people will just get by however they can. When you have no fucking talent, you know, you have to get by however you can. If it means you bring down others who have talent, go ahead. You know, that's what they fucking do. After all the shit, you know, that I've been around for over 10 years, I'm not going anywhere. Doesn't matter how many assholes there are out there who are going to try to jump on my coattails and fucking try to make a name for themselves, making fun of me and doing stupid shit. None of it matters. None of it matters. I'm not going anywhere. I will still fucking be here in the morning. Just remember that. And trust me, a lot of people are very happy about that because they want to keep making fun of me and doing stupid shit in regards to me. And if I ever were to go away, where the fuck would they be? Who the fuck would give two shits about a Tevin if I didn't exist? Zero!
And I love it. I love it. You get what you deserve, bitch. And praise be almighty. Prayer hands in chat for a Tevin, please. And like I said before, this is a clip that doesn't get brought up a lot because he's trashed Tevin multiple times. But I specifically remember seeing this one and just thinking to myself, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? A couple of quotes he threw out early on. It's illegal. Everyone on his stream is a toxic piece of crap. And hilarious that I do this for a living and I make way more money than Tevin, even though I have way less viewers. Well, isn't that motherfucking Shawn Michaels? Now, this was November of 2018. It's been 3 years since this clip. And let me ask you a question, Phil. Which one of you is begging their viewers for tips? Which one of you has gotten run off of multiple platforms since this? And which one of you is a partner on Twitch again? I love it. I love it. And you were right when you said it's going to come back to get you. Trust me. Quote, think about who actually has quality followers and who has a bunch of dumb fuck kids, unquote. This dude has to surround himself with people like Derek, Sidella, Brightside Viking, Swaggins, and the three-letter bitch to make himself feel better. If he surrounded himself with people like myself, Ann Lee, Piece of Peas, Steve of the Dead, people that can actually think for themselves and see through bullshit, he wouldn't last. So he has to get the dregs of society like 1 Minute Man, Silent Bab, Planet Jeff, Jack's Cuxor, people who can't even give their opinions. They have to just sit there and shut up while he plays games poorly or says dumb shit. It's a joke, man. And by the way, most of the detractors that I just named were spawned because of Tevin. Now tell me again, who has the quality viewers, jackass? So then some dumbass cheers. And he says he hates when people don't try to bring others up and just try to destroy communities. And Phil agrees with this and just spews a bunch of bullshit. How many fucking people have you helped, Phil? Who else have you brought up with you? Who did you ever gift a sub to? Who were you sub to on Twitch despite having a fucking free sub through Amazon Prime? You know, in the 6 months that I've been doing this, I've tried to help more people than you have in the last 13 years. And if you don't believe me, just ask some of them. I always see Ann Lee promoting others, man. I saw Steve of the Dead trying to help other detractors get to 1K subs. You know, Sunspot helped me early on. He's about to do a charity stream later this month. And I'll have more details for y'all once it gets closer. And then you even have the people that don't make content but are always supporting the detractors that do. People like Jay, Dominic, Peachy, Paul J, JG, and a bunch of others that I can't name because the video would never fucking end. Hell, I see Alfred Aponte always showing up and trying to help. This is the type of community it is, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Unlike yours, where everyone has to give everything just to benefit one person. It's fucking pathetic, man. And then we get, quote, some people have no talent, have to get by however they can, unquote. He summed up his entire life in that one statement. You know, it explains why he's in his pajamas all day, has no friends or family around him, is scared to even go outside to check his mail, and has one of the worst reputations on the internet. Because he's not creative, and he has to get by however he can, which is by feigning distress and scamming stupid people that don't know any better for money. And by the way, look at all of his creative ideas the last year or so. All the hats, vests, bubbles, toilet paper, chair spins, even his stupid jeans. Do you remember that one? It all came from other people, not this creative genius known as DSP. And by the way, where's our fucking Skittles? We want our fucking Skittles. We're gonna get our fucking Skittles. All right, and now we're going to move on to the second to last clip. And, you know, this one is extremely fucked up. And again, it's probably the second most reason why I can't stand this guy, why I'm a detractor. And trust me, you'll understand once you hear it less a fucking go.
Of course, now we got to get someone in the stream chat who wants to turn their own personal story into, you know, derailing the chat, and I'm not going to put up with it, so I'm just going to warn you right now, you know, War Dog Leader, there's no way for us to know if what you're saying in the stream chat is legitimate or not. You could be someone completely making stuff up, or you could be completely legitimate. Appreciate the sentiment, and sorry to hear about a family member that passed away, but no one wants to hear you make this about how I'm in the wrong for being stressed in my life because you have a situation that's worse. That's ridiculous. Go run your own stream if you want to do that. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to make me look like a villain because he says someone passed away and he's doing better than me. Wow. Well, good for you. Maybe you're a stronger human than me then. Maybe you're a better person than me. Good for you. Go run your own stream and everyone could go watch it. This is my stream. People want to know why I wasn't here, and I'm being honest. Enough of this. They're ridiculous. Everyone wants to turn life into like a competition. I'm better than you, right? It was like I was saying earlier, someone in the stream chat was like, well, Phil, I know you're not feeling good, but if it makes you any feel better, I've been crapping my pants out all day. Like, I can't stop crapping. I'm sick to my stomach. And I said to him, you know what, dude? You know, some people, that may actually make them feel better. To me, it doesn't. To me, it actually makes me feel like I don't take pleasure in the suffering of others, right? I don't take pleasure in the suffering of others. I'm not that kind of a person, right? So when people want to compare sufferings and compare life situations, it's like, wow, you're the king of suffering. Good for you. No, I'm just sharing. I'm being honest with you about what's going on. And I'm not going to have someone come in here and now try to make me look fucking bad on a stream that's my gameplay stream. That's for me to share my what's going on with me with you. Oh, well, my life is worse than yours and I'm better than you. Well, good for fucking you. Go on your fucking pedestal. You know, go bronze yourself and make a fucking statue to your greatness because you can do better with meals when you have something worse than what's going on with me. Like, what the fuck? Seriously. Get the fuck out of here, man. That is so fucked up that people would do that. Go ahead. You know what? Officially, for tonight's stream, you're the king of suffering. You're the king of suffering. Good for you. Thanks for coming in and propped yourself up on my stream. We really needed that. Really. Unreal. It would have been one thing if he comes in and he says, oh, you know, recently I lost someone, and so I kind of feel where Phil's coming from because he's going through tough stuff too, and, you know. No. Oh, well, I do better than Phil. Well, fuck off. No one cares. Seriously. And here we go. Here come the trolls. Who I knew were going to be here, too, because, you know, the trolls would always be here when I come back from when I'm not feeling good. So good. Everyone, please, if you're a moron, please speak up now so I can get rid of you before we start with gameplay, because we really don't want to deal with your stupid shit. Unbelievable. Okay. And now War Dog has earned himself a ban because it's obvious either he's a troll or he's just someone who is just going to be here to derail everything, and tough shit. Goodbye. Goodbye. Moron. I can't take it, you know? So, all right, so I'm having a bad time, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to purposely find someone else's stream just to say how I'm having a worse time than them, but I'm doing better. Get the fuck out of here. All right, so anyway, we're done with that.
So this one happened in October of 2017. And this is probably the one that pissed me off the second most. He was sitting there crying about not having home-cooked meals anymore because Rihanna escaped the pig pen. That he didn't have anyone to cook and clean for him, essentially. And by the way, Kat was watching all this. This is how he was making her feel guilty and responsible and like she needed to be there. He couldn't even get up and do his, quote, job of playing video games poorly. And then War Dog Leader essentially tells him to quit crying and bitching because there's people out here dealing with real life problems, including War Dog Leader, who just lost an immediate family member. And by the way, he wasn't even rude about it. He said it as, casually and as nicely as you possibly can in that situation. And what does Phil do? Immediately goes into victim mode and starts lashing out at War Dog. He even tells him to go cry about it on his own stream. Quote, I don't take pleasure in the suffering of others, unquote. Is that why you ban people and make them send apology emails, groveling to get back into your streams? Over and over, by the way. He does this shit repeatedly. Is that why you wait till people are down to kick them, just like Pro Jared, you piece of shit? And then we get the king of suffering line. It couldn't have been said by a better person because it 100% applies to him. Dave Bennett, the king of suffering. Again, praise be. And how do you know, or do you know why he's so angry here, I should say? Because he knows it's true. This dude got in front of a camera and cried because he drove his slave away and she wasn't there to cook him delicious meals. She wasn't there to wash his dirty ass clothes. And she wasn't there to take out the trash. Basic shit that this man baby couldn't do by himself. So instead he whines and complains. And then someone shows up and tells him to quit crying because they're going through something much worse. And the mask comes off of Phil. If he's not the center of attention, he hates you for it and will do whatever it takes to put himself back up on that pedestal. And then we get, quote, it would have been one thing if he came in and said, recently I lost someone, so I kind of feel where Phil is coming from because he's going through stuff too, unquote. Just let that statement sink in. He then tells him to fuck off because no one cares. I'd like to see you talk to anybody in public like this, Phil. Anybody. Even a girl. Because my money would immediately be on that 11-year-old girl that she could whoop your ass and make you cry, you little bitch. And again, I'm not even a couple of months getting into this stuff, and this is what I'm seeing very early on. You know, gee, Phil, I wonder why you have all these people that fucking hate you, man. And of course, he immediately bans War Dog Leader after all of this. So then Phil comes back the very next day and apologizes to War Dog Leader. He let him know that he was wrong and that he acted like an asshole and that he never should have said those things to him. Right? That is what happened, right? I don't know. Let's take a look and see what actually happened.
So thank you very much, everyone, for your support. I know this week I got a little bit overwhelmed with some of the shit going on. It really wasn't me with streaming or anything. It was more behind the scenes stuff that was really getting to me. And I know I missed a certain stream and I apologize for that. I'm trying to be here and dedicate as much as I can for you guys to stay healthy and get rest and be here every day with the new releases. I'm going to do my damned best, okay? I promise you, I'm doing my best, and I want to say thank you for those who are understanding and appreciative, you know, and not making it all about themselves and trolling me every day, because, you know, it's really annoying when I'm not feeling good and I come back to stream and someone has to try to literally bait me to make me look bad, and then, you know, of course, people spitting shit out of proportion of what really happened. You know, people circulating a clip on the internet of me supposedly insulting someone whose brother died, which is not what happened. What really happened was this guy came into my stream chat, claimed that his brother had died and that he was handling it better than I'm handling my own personal shit. He's able to cook meals for himself and get sleep, and I'm so much better than Phil because I had my family member die, but I can handle it, but Phil can't handle stress. This is literally what he was saying in my stream chat. And people were going to him like, dude, what are you saying? Like, why are you bringing up your own personal stuff? This isn't a competition. I call him out, but because I call him out, I'm the villain, right? Go fuck yourself. No, really. If you're that close-minded and that stupid of a person to think that, number one, that guy was telling the truth, and number two, that someone who's taking their own personal relative's death as a way to make them look better than me on my stream, when people are asking me what's been going on with me, why did I miss a stream, and make me look like a weakling or a villain, you think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself. You're an idiot, and if you believe that stupid shit, go right ahead and believe it, because you're gonna go right along with the millions of gullible idiots out there who believe everything they're fucking told. Seriously, it was obvious troll bait, and I was just trying to get rid of the guy so that I could focus on my stream and get to gameplay, but people want to spin it and blow it up. They didn't see what he was actually saying in the stream chat, all the inflammatory shit he was saying, and it's probably just a fucking troll idiot anyway. And by the way, permanently gone, and we don't have to worry about that shit anymore. We can focus on the positive stuff, the gameplay this week, and not have to worry about people coming in and troll baiting me in my fucking stream chat because I'm feeling bad and I'm feeling down or I missed a stream. Let's take this opportunity to make Phil look bad again.
All right, so I guess I was wrong, and Phil didn't apologize to War Dog Leader the next day. I must have gotten my notes mixed up here. Now this shocks me. But, quote, it's really annoying when I'm not feeling good and I come back to stream and someone has to try to literally bait me to make me look bad, unquote. You know, what do you even say, man? And no, Phil, no one has to bait you to make you look bad. You do that all by yourself, buddy. So he then says War Dog Leader said a bunch of shit in stream chat that War Dog Leader didn't say, by the way. And Phil says that, quote, people were going at him like, dude, what are you saying this for? Why are you bringing this up, unquote. You know, this is absolutely amazing. The links and mental hoops this guy jumps through to deny responsibility for anything and make himself out to be the victim. This is how you know he's never going to cop to this mobile game shit, ever. Because the mobile games are not his fault. It's the stupid trolls that stressed him out and made him do it. Therefore, it's their fault that he had to spend money on it. This is how his mind works. You know, if we weren't watching this shit, I don't think any of us could believe a person like this actually exists. It's mind-boggling, man. He then says War Dog Leader was lying about his little brother and using it to get sympathy and to troll Phil. You deserve to get fucking smashed, Phil. You absolutely deserve it, man. The way Khabib told Conor he was going to smash him. You run your fucking mouth knowing you can't back it up. And when people try to confront you, you lie about it. Or you try to laugh it off and say, it was just a prank, bro. Let's do DX crotch chops. Or you lock yourself in the fucking toilet and just wait for everybody to leave. And I love it. I love it. That's what you get, bitch. All right, so this brings us to our final clip. And I broke this up into two pieces. I'm going to let the first piece play. It's about 20 seconds long. And I'm sure most of you will have seen this or recognize this or remember it. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. Phil was playing Apex Legends with a couple of people, teammates. And there was one kid who joined who was a fan of Phil and had a disability when it comes to speaking. And he just wanted to be there and to play and be with his hero. And, well, let's go ahead and watch the first part of the clip.
I entered a troll's mind, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the highlight of their claim is gonna be Bill makes fun of person with disability at the conference. I guarantee you that'll be fun.
Right, it'll be
fucking ever.
it'll be like I'm making fun of someone, you know, when in reality, it couldn't be further from the truth.
It does sound like Kyle. Oh my god.
All right, man. So the kid obviously has a disability when it comes to speaking. And he looks up to Phil so much. He tells Phil that he can read the trolls' minds and that they are going to claim that Phil is making fun of a disabled kid on his stream. And then DSP chimes in and says that he's right. They're going to make it seem like he's making fun of someone, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Just remember that statement. And by the way, that was the first 20 seconds of the stream. I'll link the video down in the description, but that's the first 20 seconds of the video. So the video goes on for a while, and after about 30 minutes, Phil has had enough. His positive community members that don't try to drag others down, remember that? They've had enough, and it's time to start showing everyone how they really feel. And here we go. The following video is why I hate you, Phil, why I will always hate you, and why the fire that I have is never gonna go away. And just watch Phil during this entire clip.
Oh man.
You know what's funny? I remember when Spider-Man came out, and ESP was playing it. I told him ahead of time because I beat the game with my friend. Around the end, when you fight got off, I guess there might be a song at the end that they copyright or like put in the content ID system. So what happened, I ended up getting a strike off of that video, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, you have to take this video off, sir. I'm like, okay. But then, now that I think about it now, I had to laugh at the trolls and all the other people that tried to shit on Phil about the whole Apex thing, because it's technically kinda kinda, in a way, their fault because it's in the system. They didn't want it in the fucking system. People wouldn't be getting content strike, IP strike or whatever.
Everyone is going crazy in the stream chat. Oh my god.
Yeah, stream. I feel
Oh
like
my
it's a lot of
God.
fun. No,
What is
not true.
what is happening? I don't know what's happening anymore. Let's
Oh my god.
let's
Let's go
drop
to
over.
swabs. Let's go to the
Yeah, let's drop over here.
Oh man.
I don't know what's happening
Swabs?
anymore.
The swabs, huh? More like, what the fuck are you doing in my swamp?
Oh my goodness.
We got like 3.
And it's actually fun playing with, well, so-called friends. I mean, I would like to get to know y'all more or whatever, but it's more fun playing with a party and with shit randoms. Alright, what do we have?
Yo, DSP, I understand.
Yeah, just sit there and fucking giggle and try to pretend like you don't know what's going on. This guy's a piece of shit, man. He should have never allowed this kid to get on there. He should have known what was going to happen, just like all those times he brought Ket on stream, and look what fucking happened. Now, he probably didn't know the kid had a disability, or when the kid told him in a message or email, Phil is so, quote, busy, that he couldn't be bothered to read into it anymore, and just brought him on like that. And remember what this dipshit said earlier. They're going to try and make it seem like he's making fun of someone, and that couldn't be further from the truth. And what do you think happened shortly after this? They picked up another person for co-op, and we never hear from this kid ever again. Well, kind of. So Kiwi Farms looks into it and finds out the kid is a furry and draws disgusting fan art, etc., etc. All the typical shit we usually see from DSP's fans. And the kid does probably the worst thing you can do in that situation. He creates an account on Kiwi Farms and tries to defend himself, which just ends up being 10 times worse for him. All this shit could have been avoided had Phil taken 2 seconds to actually talk to the guy ahead of time. But no, he can't be bothered with anything unless it has to do with money, mobile games, or how he can use you for his streams. And the worst part is, if you go back and watch the clip, even though they're all laughing at him, the kid is so desperate for friendship and for his hero to do co-op with them. He says, "This is really fun. I would like to get to know you guys more." And what happened, Phil? Where's that guy now? How often do you do co-op with them, talk to him, or just keep in touch with him in general? This clip happened in March of 2019. Now, I was already a detractor by this point, but if I had to point to one moment in time where things changed for me, and I actually wanted to see this guy get what's coming to him, this would be the moment. And I'm gonna hang around until I see you get what's coming to you. And I don't know if I'll still be making videos about you then, but I'll always be around because you fucking deserve it and I wanna see it. And I'll end with this. I'm going to end up treating you the way you treat everybody else you come into contact with. Just like this kid here. You used him for your stream. You made a little money during that stream. You giggled and made fun of the guy under your breath. And then when you had your fun, you kicked him to the curb. Phil, I'm going to use your ass to get views, to get subscribers, and to make a little money. And then when I've had my fun with you, or I finally see you get what you deserve, I'm going to move on to bigger and better things just like Tevin did. And you're still going to be stuck here doing the exact same thing that you always do. Because you don't have any talent and there's nothing else in life that you do good besides beg. And there's going to be another person right behind me to pick up the slack. And another person behind them and another one behind them. Because as I always say, this is the life you fucking deserve. All right, and that's the video for today. Give a couple of quick shout outs and then talk about the next video. Say what's up to Jay, not the regular Jay that comes around, but another homie. I think this is Rasa too. He said, keep up the great work. So I just wanted to give him a shout out and say thanks for the money, dummy. Because that's exactly, no, I'm just kidding, man. But thank you, homie. I appreciate it. Arnold, y'all are going to have to start fucking including your YouTube names, man. Because I hate saying y'all's first name like this. But he just said he wanted to tip me and buy me a beer. So I appreciate it, brother. And I'll take a Corona. Orale. Matthew just said he loves the vids and he doesn't know how we don't get burnt out from making this bullshit. And I can't speak for other people, but hopefully this video gave you an idea of what keeps this going for me and why I'm not going to stop, man. I'm just not. So I appreciate the support, homie. And he said he wishes he could give more, but he has sweaty man JPEGs he needs. And trust me, bro, I understand. I need them too. We all do. So the next video will probably be out in a week or so. You know, I have to look at the list and see what I can come up with. Suggestions are always welcome. And just for the hell of it, let's go out with some Ricky Horny today. I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Thank you for riding with me. And as always, a less a fucking a go.
Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. That's right. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. That's right. That's right. They call me Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, 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 Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. That's right. That's right. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. That's right. That's right. They call me Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. Ricky Horny, Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me Ricky Horny. They call me
Ricky Horny.